Welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena, where tonight, or should I say this morning, we have a game at midnight here at the Deb. It is your Oswego State Lakers taking on the Canisius Golden Griffins. It is going to be late tonight. I'm going to tell you that. So the Lakers, they're wearing their specialty black jerseys tonight. And they are facing a familiar foe from the ACHA. Last year, they are playing Canisius. A few years ago, they won against Canisius in the NECHL Championship, 5-2. That was in 2024. And a lot of rough stuff between both of these teams. So we're hoping to see a rough game, a competitive game nonetheless. Your leading scorers for Canisius, these are the key players that we are going to be looking out for tonight. Jagger North, 12 games played, 4 goals, 8 assists, and 12 points. He's number 86. Number 22, Liam Wicks, 10 games played, 6 goals, 3 assists for 9 points. Number 9, Luke White, 12 games played, 4 goals, 5 assists, and 9 points. And I couldn't really pick out one specific goaltender, so I went with Xavier Lapierre, 6 games played, 2 wins, 2 losses, with a 2.99 goals against average. I cannot confirm if that is true, however.
That is true.
That is true? Alrighty, sweet. Because, two wins and 2 losses, 6 games he must have played. So, other than that, get comfy. We start at 11:59 p.m. Put on some PJs, grab some snacks, and don't fall asleep just yet. So we got some hockey tonight. And we got one fun fact for you. One of the Canisius players, his name is Nate Rivet. He is the cousin of Calgary Flames star defenseman Mackenzie Weegar. That was a cool fact to know. So other than that, anything you want to say before we cut the break here?
I believe there's a relation to a former Sabres captain as well with Canisius. I believe it's his dad. Yes, Craig Rivet, former captain of this, I believe captain, yes.
Yeah, captain,
former captain of the Buffalo Sabres. So
that'll do it.
Hockey in the family right there.
A lot of hockey in the Rivet family. So we're hoping to see a rough, competitive game between these two teams. We know these two are big rivals. Even in their new conferences, in their new divisions, they are huge rivals. So
no love lost after the last couple of years.
Yeah, of course. No love lost. And we're hoping to see a good game tonight. So anything else before we cut the break?
That's all I got, Tyler.
All right. We're going to head. We have 7 minutes left in the intermission. We'll come back at the start of the period before the national anthem. Welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. It's late night hockey, or should you say early morning hockey?
It's early morning now. It's
early morning. Currently 12:03 a.m. here at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena as we get set for puck drop.
I'm excited, Tyler. I mean, I've been gone for a couple of years. They started Midnight Mayhem, first year back gone. I'm excited. I woke up at 2 p.m. today. I'm ready to go. I don't know about you.
I'm all set and ready to go. I'm fired up.
Good to see a former foe as well with the NECHL, and now it's a game without league implications. So you get to see what these two teams look like without league points on the line.
Of course, yes. The Griffins are ready, the Lakers are ready, and the referees are ready. It's Midnight Mayhem here at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. It's Sazelka on the draw, and we are underway. Canisius takes control of the puck first. This puck is picked off by Sazelka. Dorito can't control it. It goes into the Canisius zone. Akulowicz sends it cross ice for Jagger north and over the blue line. Now, here's a shot, and that one's stopped by DiFiore. Shot by Josh Akulowicz, and we'll get a stoppage of play here. 30 seconds in.
Quick note just being that it looks like some neutral zone play right now is the thing that Oswego State needs, just to try to get some zone time. I mean, again, 30 seconds in, so you don't want to take too much into consideration, but one thing to look out for right now.
Jubron in the corner. Tries to drop the pass back to no one. And now it's all the way in the other corner. Sullivan is there to pick it up. Goes behind his own cage. Stops. Finds Demick. Demick cross ice to Jubron, and here he goes into the zone. Jubron trying to make it past the Manzi, and it gets cut off right there. Jubron in the corner gets roughed up. Hansen will try to throw it around. And it kicks free. Trying to send it up the ice. Demick cuts it off. Black can't control the puck. It's now London Goodwin who will throw it in. The puck there on Tyler Hansen in the corner. Here's a shot by Collins and a save made by DiFiore. And here come the Lakers through center ice. It's Demick. Demick. Sorry, that's not Demick, that's James Clifford as this puck gets stripped. And now the Golden Griffins on the other way. Collins will throw this one in around the other corner. On the near boards, Wicks throws it down. Makarenko throws it up cross ice to Doust. He'll fire it in. Out to play it is Christian Schwartz. He's the goaltender tonight for the Golden Griffins. The sophomore from Williamsville, New York. Makarenko takes a big hit, and he looks hurt.
A little slow to get up on that little hip check there.
As he goes to the bench. Canisius will throw this puck right back in. Renzoni trying to find someone there. It hits Cameron Coogan. Into the zone it goes. It's Andrew Wurst on the attack. They'll try to find Carson Crawford. Below the net it goes. Scaringi. Looks like a high stick here.
Oh, I think he said it was down. Well, I mean, Canisius touched it first anyway.
Yep. Up the other way it goes. Here comes Evan Haskins. Can't get around Crawford. Can't connect on that pass there. Nicholas Carty, and into the corner it goes behind the net.
Evan Haskins, a nice little hit there, almost knocked Canisius right into the Oswego State bench.
Collins with a shot, and that one is gloved down by DiFiore. We'll get a stoppage of play.
Canisius seems to be running the table right now. I mean, no shot for Oswego State. I want to go back to that 2-on-1 with Adam Jubron, though. I understand the pass, try to get the goalie moving. You got to shoot that.
Yeah.
I think he looked like he had a clear shot. I think you got to shoot it.
I like the idea there, but...
Oh, well, good idea to try to get the goalie moving because you know that the other guy had a good shot. But I think knowing Jubron's scoring ability, I think you need to take the shot there, just to get at least to get something on net.
Demick. Try to get this one up to Cizelka. Demick takes the puck at center ice, trying to find Jeremy Keys. This one gets picked off. Bandelian will fire this one in. DiFiore out to play it. Demick on the retrieval. Here comes Cizelka. He's looking for Keys. This one gets tipped off the stick of Alex Viney. Keys trying to find something, fires a shot, and that one gets blocked up high. I think that was Collins. Keys knocks the puck away, or down, sorry. And this one gets thrown back into the Canisius zone. Jagger North right there, trying to connect that pass, or on the receiving end. This one gets sent behind the net. Here comes Jubron. Manzi can't find the puck on his stick. Lukomsky will throw it in. DiFiore behind his own net. Renzoni looks for Sullivan. He does. Goes back into his own zone. Looks. Finds a man. It's Manzi. Keep the puck on his stick. It will go back into the Oswego zone.
Right idea, just too hard of a pass. Had a good stretch pass, just a little bit too hard.
Renzoni up there. Into center ice it goes. Black trying to find the puck with a Kulowicz on him. In the zone as now it gets taken out. There by Luke White as he'll dump it in. Hansen on the attack. Here's Black. Finds Nolan Sullivan. Sullivan loses the puck. It's picked up by Clifford. Clifford fires a shot, and that one's stopped by Schwartz. And we'll get a stop here with 14:32 remaining in the first.
A little inadvertent drop pass, but it worked out for a half a second right there.
Yep. We're going to face off to Schwartz's right. Clifford on the face-off against Wicks. Is cleared out of the zone, and here comes the Canisius Golden Griffins. Here's a shot, and that one's stopped by DiFiore. That was Caleb Kulowicz. Both brothers playing tonight for the Golden Griffins. Here comes Makarenko in as he gets taken down. Behind the net it goes into the far corner. There by Caleb Kulowicz. This one will be fired back in by Kobe DePedrina. As here come the Lakers the other way. Doused. We'll throw it around. Cizelka there. Here comes Dorito on the pickoff. There's a shot stopped right there by Schwartz. Into the corner. Now on the near hash. Collins can't get this one out. Jeremy Keys gloved it down. It's the skate of Keys. Demich will throw it over to Jubron. Jubron skates. Oh my goodness! What a hit there, and he scores! Adam Jubron! What a play there!
I don't know what was more impressive, sneaking through those two guys to force Canisius to hit themselves, or the goal itself.
That was a beautiful play regardless. It is Adam Jubron. I believe the assist is going to go to Drew Demich. It's like the Canisius Golden Griffins are Swiss cheese out here. They just hit each other.
It was a nice little nifty move to sneak through him. I don't think he intended for those. If he did sneak through him, that's a sandwich hit right there.
Yeah. This puck is covered up by DiFiore. One thing to note about one of the Oswego players, JP Scaringi, his stick knob. He has a very unique stick knob.
Did he put it back on? He was using a stick that didn't have it for a while.
He put it back on, yeah.
Oh.
You can see it right there on the face-off.
My goodness.
Viney with a shot, and that one's pinballed around the crease, and the net is knocked off. as Adam Jubran gets the goal there. This puck is thrown in. Scaringi on the attack. This one goes cross ice all the way across to Matt Bowen, who will skate in, fire a shot. That one's stopped by DiFiore. Throws it on net. That one's also kicked aside. Scaringi throws it up. Worst can't keep it on his stick. It was poked away. Lukomsky will throw it in, and now it's behind the Lakers' net. This one hops over a few sticks as here comes Bailey. Is it Andrew Worst? I'm thinking. Here comes the Golden Griffins here on a 2-on-1, and it goes in. Looks like it went off the stick of Kiever. And I think London Goodwin is going to get credit for the goal.
That's just a bad break right there. It looked like he had it defended well. I think DiFiore could have gotten over there if the pass had made it, but just took a bad deflection off the stick.
So off a bad bounce, it's London Goodwin with, I believe, who is going to get credit with the goal, as we're all tied up at 1 here in Midnight Mayhem.
Mayhem indeed.
You can say it's mayhem so far. Into the corner, and it goes behind the net into the near corner. Now it's back in the far corner. Keys is on right there as this puck will get thrown up, and we're going to get an icing call here.
Canisius didn't like that one.
Not at all.
I mean, it was kind of close to be fair, but it was an icing. I didn't catch who had the assist. I think they did give it to Goodwin, the goal to Goodwin, though. I didn't catch if there were any. Couldn't catch the assist on that one.
Big crowd here tonight.
Especially for a midnight.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it is Friday. Well, classes tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Late night just happened here at Oswego. That ended at 11. So people were probably flocking here. Schwartz out to play it behind his own net. It hits off of his own player. Jubran will throw it in. Collins hands it over to Kobe DePedrina. Keys fighting for it. Doritos there as well. It goes around the boards. Jubran trying to get it on goal. Dorito can't keep it in. And it goes all the way down the ice. Here comes Dorito here. He was knocked off the puck. Dorito still with the puck now. It's a hit right there. And this puck squirts free back into the Lakers zone. Demich couldn't keep a hand on it. And we're going to get an icing call here after he couldn't connect with anyone on a pass.
Really good start for both teams here. I mean, both teams coming in kind of some longer losing streaks, needing a win. I mean, what more can you ask for with a goal apiece either side within the first 10 minutes to kind of get momentum? I thought for a minute Oswego State had a little bit more momentum to score, but Canisius just kind of knocked it away right there.
Yep. On the far hash, Lakers trying to get the puck out. What a little pass there to try to get it across to Dorito. That was Gavin Black.
Would have been cooler if it connected.
The Anchorage, Alaska native. Good pass opportunity there. Couldn't get it on Sullivan's stick. Demich throws it cross ice to his D-man. That's Jubran. He'll throw it back to Demich. Firing cross ice. He finds Black. And pops out into the Lakers zone, and we'll get an icing call here. And we're going to get a face-off to Schwartz's right.
Realistically, for Gavin Black's family back in Anchorage, this is the normal start time for 7 p.m.
Yeah. For the Black family watching, it is currently midnight here.
I believe zone time, it'd be about 7:15 there.
Around 7.
So
15. So
normal start time for them.
Yep.
Crowds, right?
Yeah. Canisius was in the midst of a change as the Lakers look to go back into the zone. Near the far hash, it squirts free. Here comes a chance here, and getting taken down there was Jagger North.
Surprised that wasn't tripping.
Yeah. Here's Bailey Doust. To make a connection there to Makarenko. Did not see it. Battling for it on the near hash as this one squirts free to Matt Bowen. This one will get sent up by Jagger North. A Golden Griffin went down as here comes Griffin Sarver. Jeremy Keys gets the pass, takes a shot, and that one is blocked. I believe that was by Matt Bowen. One gets thrown up and out of the zone as Canisius will make a change. Is Dorito with the puck. Trying to fire across ice to Renzoni. He'll chip it into himself. What a drop pass to Keys. Keys. Trying to find someone there. Cizelka will throw it around to Renzoni. He'll give it to Dorito. Cizelka finds, excuse me, that was Dorito. No Braden Palfy in the lineup, by the way. He has gotten the night off. Renzoni fires this one across to Jeremy Keys. He didn't know where the puck was. It was just bouncing all over the place. You could call it mayhem.
That took a weird bounce off the boards.
It looked like it went off the dasher and then jumped up. Keys loses control of the puck. Renzoni with a shot. That one's gloved down by Charlie Schwartz. And play continues here.
He held that for kind of an awkwardly long time. I'm surprised they didn't blow the whistle.
Yeah. I thought they would blow the whistle there. Here's a shot, and that one is tipped up into the netting, and we'll get a stoppage of play.
Even the Oswego State bench wants a whistle from that. But if there's one thing that I've noticed the Canisius defense is doing well right now, it's pinning Oswego State to the boards. Not allowing a ton of clean shots. I mean, I think that's maybe, 2 or 3 block shots by now?
Yeah.
We're just not allowing anything clean on the inside of, really, the inside of the dots. They've kind of been keeping Oswego onto the outside.
Shot by Demich got blocked by Caleb Akulowicz.
Make that 4 blocks.
Yep. And just keep on counting. Sullivan was trying to make a drop pass there. Got cut off by Jagger North. This one is thrown into the area of DeFiore, and he'll cover up for a whistle.
That one gets blown for a whistle. I think the big thing Oswego State's got to do right now is just maybe make their own way to the net instead of the passes. Because right now, Canisius is blocking just about everything. So just making your way into the zone. Obviously, maybe there's some size difference with a couple Canisius guys, but just trying to find a way into the slot to get something on net. There's been a lot of rebounds out there.
This goes right back into the Oswego zone. It squirts into near the far hash. Black was trying to find Sullivan there. It went over his stick. Jubron. And someone, it's Sullivan, who tries to give it to Black. But pass did not go through quite well. Collins throws it up to Bandolin. Thrown back into the Oswego zone, but Demich threw it right back to center ice. There to Kobe DePedrina. Here come the Lakers. It's Makarenko now. Makarenko. Again, there's that pin to the boards that you were talking about a few minutes ago.
Just keeping everything out to the end, which is exactly what you want if you're the Canisius defense, not what you want if you're the Oswego offense trying to get on the inside. And they just haven't been able to work too much in. I mean, really the only time has been that 2-on-1 that failed, and then Drew Braun's other shot when he snuck through.
Makarenko trying to dive his way to the net.
Well, and I think that's what they got to do. I mean, you got enough big bodies. Power your way through.
Makarenko gets a tip on it, no icing. Schwartz wanted an icing there. This puck gets by Sarver. Here's a shot. That one is sent wide. I think Dorito tipped it. Here comes Renzoni up the ice. Renzoni takes a shot. That one gets sent a little bit wide. I don't know if that was tipped or not.
It looked like it kind of had some bounce off a tip of the stick, but
Kiever sends it back behind his net to Dorito. Renzoni looking for Cizelka, but he'll give it off to Kiever. Kiever gives it to Cizelka. Trying to find Jeremy Keys cross ice. Dorito finds Renzoni, and here's a shot. That one is hit off the skate of Jagger North and goes into the padding. I believe that is Liam Wicks.
it looked like it went right up into his chest. But to me, again, just working, there's been a lot of rebound opportunities, even at awkward angles, force something and make it bounce off the pads at this point.
Dorito trying to give it to Keys, and that one, good opportunity there.
I don't even know if that hit Schwartz, but a nice little nifty pass there.
I don't even think it hit Schwartz, as he'll cover up here after Skarinji tried to make a pass in front.
He sure stretched out like he made the save, though.
And there's the knob I was talking about earlier with Skarinji.
It's like I don't even know what to compare it to.
Some players have weird superstitions. 4:18 remaining here in the first.
I guess that's one of them.
Yeah. Love that one down near the blue line. Canisius wanted an offsides call. Jubron dancing with it, trying to find someone. He gives it off to Crawford. Crawford finds Sullivan, can't keep it on a stick. Manzi with a shot. That one's blocked in right there by Quinn Collins. He gets it in the corner. Sullivan keeps it in. Somehow Sullivan with a shot. That one's sent wide. Jubron. And this one will get picked off and sent up and into the
Scoreboard, it looks like. Did it go into the rafters or hit the
I think it looked like it hit the rafters.
Nothing up there. Looks like they are allowed. I didn't think they allowed changes when it hits up in the rafters, but I guess they do.
I almost called it the catwalk. You know the catwalk at the Tampa Bay
Oh, yep.
Tampa Bay Razor Stadium?
Yep.
That's what I thought it was for a second, but no, it's the rafters. The face-off to the right of Schwartz is won by Canisius. Skarinji can't keep control of it. He's knocked off the puck. Coogan putting pressure on there as this one will get fired in, and Canisius will have to tag up. Into the corner it goes. We're about to hit 3 minutes left here in the first period. Demich throws it cross ice and delayed offsides here. Referee originally signaled onside, but then he signaled off. So
He spun, which should have been offsides, but I think the ref even was shocked that he got through.
yeah. Around behind the net it goes. Trying to find someone in front. That one gets off of DiFiori's shoulder, and we'll get a stoppage of play as the puck goes out of play.
There's a lot of room there, too.
Yeah.
I think he might have lost sight of it, but there's a lot of room up top, which is exactly what Canisius was shooting for there.
We'll get a face off to DiFiori's left. 2:52 left here in the first period. Shot, that one is sent wide. Right there, I believe that was Nolan French who tried to take that shot. Into the Oswego zone it goes. Renzoni trying to get it up. There's a good block right there by Kiever. Makarenko trying to find someone. Icing is waved off here. Clifford got to the puck first. Makarenko drops it to Kiever in a shot. That one gets through, but
I think it got deflected, and did it go off the post?
I think it hit off the post. I might have heard some iron. Kiever will throw this one in. Here's Clifford, and Depedrina fell over right there as
That's a golden opportunity missed.
Renzoni couldn't keep it in the zone, as this one will get thrown in once again by Kiever. North gives it to Renzoni. And then Kiever. It's knocked down by the hand of Hansen. Renzoni there, trying to go the same way. Kiever knocks London Goodwin off the puck. He's got the goal for Canisius. Makarenko. Throw this puck in for a change. We've hit 1 minute and 20 seconds left here in the first period. Renzoni skating in toward the far hash. Goodwin can't get it off Dorito's stick as he regains the puck here at center, and he's taken down by Alex Zazelka. And now it goes in his body. Crawford gives it back to Renzoni. Renzoni's been out there quite a while as we've hit 1 minute left to go here in the first. Here's a shot by Zazelka, and that one is sent up and into the netting behind Schwartz, and we'll get a stoppage of play.
Just the wrong netting, right?
The wrong netting. If you're joining us right now, it's Midnight Mayhem here at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena in Oswego, New York. Currently 1-1. Lakers have 7 shots, and Canisius has 8. Here's Jubron. That shot is blocked by Jagger North as he picks off that pass from Sullivan, as this one will go back into the Oswego zone. Crawford there. He'll hand it off to Jubron. He finds time, waits, goes behind his own net. Looking for something here before the period ends. 30 seconds left to go. Up the ice goes Manzi. He tries to find Crawford, but he gets hit off of a Canisius player's stick. This one goes back into the Lakers zone. Jubron using his hands to his advantage here as he'll find Manzi. He'll give it off to Sullivan. Under 10 seconds to go here. Sullivan with a shot. That one stopped by Schwartz. We'll get a stop here. 4.8 remaining.
Cleaner shots on net as they kind of start figuring out the defense of Canisius. Oswego State is, I should say. And I think right now, I almost want to say it was a good feeling out period.
And the period will die down here at the Deb. Period ends 1-1. Shots on goal are 8-8 as we head into the first intermission here at Midnight Mayhem. We'll come back to you. Anything you want to say before we head to break?
Not that I can think of. I got to get my thoughts together.
All righty. I mean, this is Mayhem if you call it that. So we'll come back to you guys during the first intermission. See you guys then. Welcome back once again to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. It's Midnight Mayhem. Current time is 12:37 a.m. We are in the first intermission here. Score is 1-1, and shots are even at 8-8. The Lakers have been kind of being shut down all over the ice lately. As Ben mentioned before, Canisius has been pushing them to the boards and they haven't been able to get a lot of good opportunities. The scoring for the first period, it was Adam Jubron who got the Lakers on the board early. It was unassisted after that beautiful move, and he Swiss cheese both of those Golden Griffins.
I don't know how he got through.
I have no idea either.
I'm like, oh, there's a big hit, and then the big hit wound up being the two Canisius players.
Yeah, and then the scoring for Canisius, it was a bad bounce off of Ben Keever's stick. It was given credit to Logan Goodwin. Other than that, there hasn't really been a lot to tell the tale of. Any thoughts?
It was a good, or not good. Good's probably not the word I want, but you don't like to say it was a feeling out period, because 20 minutes of feeling out means something's going wrong for both sides. But it feels like they were just trying to get used to each other for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The goal, I mean, let's say you get somewhat lucky with Jubron being able to sneak through the defense and get a nice shot off. Get a couple other good shots, a couple other good shots from Oswego State that just bad bounces, whatever it may be. Canisius gets lucky with a deflection. I'd like to think DeFiore would have gotten over there, had the slide, or had the cross crease pass, made it for the shot. But it's just one of those games right now where it seems like it might be more of a defensive battle than we thought.
That 1-2-on-1 that you were talking about, where Jubron, was it Jubron? She tried to throw the pass over to John Manzi, who was streaking toward the net, but it got hit off of a Canisius stick.
And it's plays like those where obviously in the moment either would have been fine, and we have the upper hand to say, oh, he should have done this because we're 100 feet up in the air, to say, oh, he should have done this. I think he had a clean shot, knowing that the Canisius player's stick was on the ice, was going to realistically defend it. But in the moment, I think either would have been fine. And obviously the idea failed, or the idea didn't work. But right now, I think it's just more defensive than we thought. And I think now you're looking at Schwartz and DeFiore, if you're either coach, whether you're Travis Hyde or Stan Powell, and saying, all right, it's going to be whoever makes really the first mistake first. Yeah,
of course. And goalies have been doing good so far, even though shots are even and the goals are even. Both sides making good saves. We saw that one where I don't think DeFiore knew where it was, but it went off his shoulder and into the out-of-bounds area. But other than that, there's not a lot to talk about from this period. Again, both these teams, they know each other quite well. They used to play in the NECHL. And other than that, I don't really think I have much.
No, I mean, the only other thing I can think is, again, just Oswego State's been kept to the outside. You got to get those shots on net when they're there. You got to work your way inside. And, I mean, 8-8 shots-wise, it seems low. But, Canisius hasn't had a ton of zone time. And Oswego State's either been, A, pushed to the side, or B, their shots have been blocked by the Canisius defense in the middle. So, I mean, Oswego State historically has dominated the series. I mean, I think it's since 2021, they've only lost once, and that was in 2021. So they're on an 8-game win streak against Canisius, dating back to the NECHL days, which, I mean, I say that as if it was more than a year ago. But these two teams know each other. These guys have played, if you've been on the team for 4 years, you've seen these guys at least 8 times. So, I mean, it's just one of those rivalry reborn games. And I think, again, it's just like we've talked about, Midnight Mayhem. Maybe not so much of the mayhem as much as just the physical chaos.
Yeah. And, of course, these two teams meet each other again later in the year when the Lakers travel out to Buffalo to play in a outdoor game on February 1st.
Nothing like the old Buffalo River works.
Yep. That'll be nice. But I think that's it from both of us, as we have 5 minutes and 30 seconds left of the intermission. I think we'll cut to break here. We'll see you guys then. Welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. It is period 2 here of Midnight Mayhem. Canisius Golden Griffins are tied up with the Oswego State Lakers as the Golden Griffins make their way out onto the ice. Again, as we mentioned before, Canisius just battling the whole game. They have pushed the Lakers outside of what we call the house, but they haven't been getting a lot of good opportunities. Most shots are coming from the far boards, or like the outside of the house. So we'll see what happens here and how the Lakers adjust to that.
I mean, realistically, this is a game Oswego State on paper. As I'm looking at the first ACHA Men's Division I computer rankings of the year, this is a game Oswego State should have in hand. I mean, they're ranked in the overall. They're currently ranked 36. Or 35th overall, sorry. So they're ranked 35. You got Canisius at 66. So that's a game Oswego State should be up right now. But again, I don't want to say it's playing down to your opponent. Maybe it's because it's midnight. Maybe it's because it's, the bad blood between the two teams. I don't know. But I think this is a game where maybe Oswego State's got to get it up going a little bit more.
One downside is to the Canisius Golden Griffins is that they only have 6 rostered defensemen.
And I think one of them's scratched.
Yeah. And Jagger North right now, he was playing defense in the first period, and now he's back to forward. So we'll see how this goes and plays out here in the second. Dorito trying to chip it up to Sazelka. It stays in the zone. This gets by a few sticks as now we go the other way. As this one goes back out, and now we'll go back the other way. Jubron. Crawford was not expecting that pass there as he'll... Excuse me. This one goes behind the net. Getting taken down there along with a stick. And here's a chance in front for the Griffins, and they score. It's Jagger North. As he puts this one past DiFiore, it's 2-1 Canisius.
I mean, that's bad from start to finish, I think, for Oswego, where missed pass on the other side. They dump it down low after, a failed clearing attempt. And all of a sudden, what we've said, Canisius is pushing to the outside, so Oswego State's really got nowhere to go, even to their own defensive zone. Squirts out front, and there's Jagger North, who I believe is leading Canisius in points, and he does what he does best.
He's got now 5 goals and 8 assists on the year as this puck gets lofted up into the air. No one knew where it was, as now the Canisius Golden Griffins looking to go back on the attack here after the momentum looks like it's in their favor. Here come the Lakers up the far side, and we're going to get a penalty here coming up against Canisius. It's going to be Quinn Collins for a trip as he took down Jeremy Keys. It looked like Jeremy Keys. I'm sorry. It was John Manzi he took down. So it's Quinn Collins for tripping as the Lakers will head on to the power play for the first time tonight. It's the first penalty of the game.
And realistically, this is after last week, the Lakers' bread and butter. I mean, 3 power play goals on that major? Again, it's a major, so the power play continues, but you at least got that first one, and that's what you want.
And of course, Nolan Sullivan scored right after the power play ended to give them the lead 4-3. Jubron dancing around the zone. Dorito hands it to Crawford, fakes the slap shot. Here's a shot by Crawford. That one gets sent wide. Jubron playing defense with the puck, skating around, trying to find a man in front. It's in the crease, and this one squirts free, and it'll go out into center ice. That was Evan Haskins who knocked the puck out. Jubron again trying to find Dorito in front. Dorito knocks it down. He skates it up, and now it's near the far hash. He'll drop it back to Crawford. Crawford with a shot. That one's hit in front. I think that was by Sazelka. Keys hands it over to Jubron. A minute left to go here on the power play. Jubron with a shot. That one's stopped by Schwartz, and now he'll cover up for a whistle as Keys is now talking with Nolan French, and we exchange words.
Probably wishing each other a happy Midnight Mayhem, right?
Yeah, of course.
So that shot right there is exactly what I was just going to say. You had Jubron skate in, couldn't get a shot off, maybe an awkward angle earlier. Okay, that's fine, couldn't get a shot off. I understand. But that shot right there from the top of the point, I think what Oswego State needs to do right now, especially if they can't get into the slot easily, that is, play the rebound game, especially on the power play. Play that rebound game because Schwartz has given up a good amount of rebounds.
As he doesn't give one up there, as he gloves that one down. That was, I believe that was John Manzi with the shot. 45 seconds left on the Lakers power play.
I guess I'll just eat my words next time.
You might. As the referees are halting play here momentarily. Now we're back and good to go.
I don't know what for, but...
Something with the clock, maybe. Renzoni hands it off to Manzi. Manzi looks, trying to fire it cross ice to Makarenko. It hits off of a Canisius player and goes out into center ice. Here's Gavin Black. He'll drop it back. He gets it back. Now gives it over to Manzi. That one hits Bandolin. Black takes a hit. This one's shot and hit off of the pad of Schwartz. Renzoni with it. It gets knocked out of the zone. 10 seconds left on the Laker power play. Manzi skating with it. He's flying up ice. Manzi drops it to Makarenko, trying to find Sullivan. Penalty expires. Renzoni with a shot. That one is stopped by Schwartz. Renzoni gets the puck back. He fires it back in. It hits off of the stick of Manzi, and it goes back out to center. Makarenko.
I think that did get through to Schwartz, and it didn't really deflect much off the stick.
Jubron avoids the hit. This one gets sent up and out of the zone, and we'll get an icing call here as DiFiore was out to play it. And we'll get the puck drop at center to cover the mistake of the officials.
All the referees on the Canisius bench called that one too.
You might as well. It's tiring out here. It's midnight. We make mistakes.
Maybe not enough coffee in the system.
Yeah, maybe. We're reaching nearly 1 a.m. here, almost 5 minutes into the first period. Sorry, into the second period. Here comes Jubron. Through the ice. He can't quite get it around to Kulowicz. Clifford trying to drop this one back. This one goes into the center of the zone, and miscommunication there. Jagger North takes control of it. This one hits off of a stick. Almost flew right in, and that one gets gloved down by DiFiore. We'll get a stoppage of play.
I think the one thing, again, it's just maybe does Oswego State need to play the body a little bit more? I mean, they already kind of have, but I think in the offensive zone, you just need to be, that typical power forward move. I mean, Jubron tried it right there and it failed, but if you keep doing it down, eventually you're going to wear the Canisius defense down.
Speaking of Jubron, he's got the puck and he's going to try to fire it to Dorito. No icing here. So we'll leave it behind his own net for Dipadrina. As we got a tangle up in the corner. As delayed offsides is called here. Big hit right there as Sazelka.
Oh. They kept it clean.
Got hit by Luke White.
Something there.
Yep. Sazelka trying to go back, not at the intended person. Luke White. He's going to battle for the puck with Sarver. He takes down Sarver with a vicious stick.
I gotta admit, was that holding maybe or hooking? The way they're, I don't know what to call that.
What are they going to call this? Interference maybe? I mean, he had his stick and knocked him clean down. It's for a rough.
Roughing. Okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to call that, to be honest with you.
That looked vicious there from Luke White. As now Sazelka's looking at him like, you did this to yourself, man. So it is Luke White for roughing as the Lakers head back onto the power play for the second time tonight. Or should I say this morning? Tonight. It's weird. It's midnight. No one's really the same here.
I feel like if you keep saying this morning, you're that typical like 7-year-old people are like, technically it's the morning.
Whatever. We'll say tonight. Crawford hands it over to Dorito. He finds Keys. Keys looking for Jubron. Skating around in the slot. He gets a shot off, but it gets sent blocked by the blocker of Schwartz. Jubron gets it back. He looks, drops it back, and goalie was out of his crease there as there was a good opportunity, wide open cage.
I think he was out of the zip code.
Score! What a shot by Dorito. Top shelf where you hide the cookie jar. The Lakers capitalize on the power play. It's 2-2. Courtesy of Zach Dorito.
And finally, they get some time in the zone, or, in that middle there, so they finally get some work in. And you see what happens when they're able to finally get some stuff done. Jubron skates in and then causes some chaos. There's the puck, there's the shot, there's the goal.
That took 48 seconds on the power play, as here come the Lakers once again, as this one gets knocked off the stick of Nolan Sullivan. As this one goes into the corner, Sarver will throw it around toward the far hash. Behind the net, Wicks trying to find someone there. He can't connect with his D because he held on to the puck too long. Here comes Sullivan. He's knocked off the puck. He gets it back. Sullivan finds a man in front, and they score again! It's John Manzi! John Manzi with a beautiful play right there off the rebound after a wanky play right there. And now it's 3-2 Lakers, and all of a sudden it's back in the Lakers' favor.
That was a nice little play there from Sullivan. Again, utilizing the outside, working inside. Call me Nostradamus. And 2 goals that are 30 seconds apart. That's how you get that in this type of game that, as an old-timer, I'm going to call this a league game, even though it's not a league game. That's how you take momentum in a game against rivals.
No offsides here, as the defensemen here on the Canisius bench are livid. Gets the tip on this puck. Schwartz tried to fire it across where Manzi was. Black takes the puck. Black skating. Looking like Kirill Kaprizov, and I spoke too soon. He lost control of the puck. Renzoni trying to get it across to Makarenko. Into the corner. Goes all the way around toward the far hash. It goes back behind the net. Trying to get it to the slot there. Again, this Canisius defense has been all over the Lakers, but they've still been able to get these good opportunities. This one gets pinballed around in the slot. As here come the Golden Griffins here on an odd man. Here's a shot. That one's stopped by DiFiore, and we'll cover up for a whistle. That was London Goodwin. He's got 1 goal tonight.
That's a nice nifty little move from Goodwin.
As he's upset heading to the bench as he puts the butt end of his stick into the floor of the bench. Shots on goal are 16 for the Lakers and 11 for Canisius. It is 3-2 with 12:16 left to go here in the second. Braun gets the puck in return. He'll hand it off to Jeremy Keys. His top line out once again. Keys gets knocked off the puck. Dorito keeps it in. Here come the Golden Griffins. This one is knocked off the stick of Demich. North will throw it into the Lakers zone. It goes to Demich. Dorito firing cross ice, and we'll get a whistle here for icing. 11:42 remaining in the second.
That shot on DiFiore that Goodwin had, that little nifty move there, I want to say that's the first shot they've had in the period since they scored.
No.
Oh, so they finished with 8.
They finished with 8 shots, yeah.
Okay, but still, 3 shots when Oswego State's doubled at this point. I mean, I'd like to think momentum is slowly on Oswego side. Granted, you had a couple power plays. You've played clean hockey so far. Not that I don't want to jinx that, but you've played clean hockey, and that's exactly how you win games.
As we get another whistle for an icing call here. This one will go back into the Lakers zone. Suzelka wins the faceoff. Jubron will hand it off to his D partner, Demich. Dorito trying to make a drop pass. It gets by 2 sticks. And here comes Suzelka. Suzelka in, looks, tries to find Jeremy Keys crashing the net. Keys throwing Evan Haskins into the boards. Dorito skates. He hands it off. It's to Jubron. Dorito with a flanky shot.
Like a knuckle ball.
You could call it the knuckle puck. This one gets past Bandolin. And this one will head back into the Canisius zone. 10:50 to go in the second. French skating around. He can't get it by Jubron. Sarver trying to make a pass there. I think that was to Andrew Wurst. Here's a shot. That one is blocked by Wurst. A wicked slap shot by Quinn Collins. Here comes Jubron once again, skating up ice. He fires. It hits off the glove of Schwartz. Big hit there, as I think that was Wurst who had that big hit. I don't know who he hit there.
I think he hit Jagger North.
Might have been. Wurst trying to throw it up to his D-man, but it gets cut off. And now Canisius has control of it. Wicks will throw it in. DiFiore out to play it. He throws it behind. Jagger North takes it. He'll throw it back behind the net. This time it's Brandon Lukumski, and this one will go into the crease of DiFiore and will cover up for a whistle.
Now you're starting to see, I think, now that the feeling out period's gone, or done with, you're starting to see that more physical play. And now you're going to see, all right, whichever that more physical team can be might have that upper edge. And I think you've seen that now with a couple hits. Oswego State kind of driving that a little bit more and going on.
Gavin Black taking the puck here on the near boards. He loses control of it. He'll throw it down to Manzi in the corner. He loses control of it. This one will go up and around the near boards. And no icing here. Nope, never mind. I heard no icing somewhere.
I don't think Canisius wanted it because I think they think Oswego State could have touched that on the boards, but I thought it was out of reach for Carson Crawford.
9:28 left to go in the second. Off the face-off, it goes into the corner. Gavin Black is there to pick it up. Black finds Manzi. That one is stopped by the pad right there of Schwartz. Another shot. Pinballs around. I think it hit a stick. As now here come the Golden Griffins. It's Luke White trying to get around Crawford. He's getting roughed up behind the net. He's still fighting for the puck. Here's a block shot, and here comes Nolan Sullivan. Sullivan in on Schwartz. He scores! Nolan Sullivan! Blocking the shot right there and capitalizes and puts it backhand top of the goal. And now it's 4-2 Lakers. What a beautiful shot there by Nolan Sullivan, and a beautiful way to get out of the diving defenseman. Because now it's 4-2 Lakers with 8:51 remaining. Don't go to bed yet. We still got more hockey. And here's a pickoff here by Doust. And there's a good opportunity there. Makarenko couldn't keep it on his stick. Into the corner. Doust. It's on the far hash. Heaver tried to keep it in with his foot, but he could not, as offsides is called. We'll get a stop here. Shots are now 20-11 in favor of the Lakers, 4-2.
The real question is, what did that coaching staff say to Oswego State in the intermission? Because it looks like a completely different team.
I know what Coach Hyde said. Let's call some mayhem. You could say that. This one hits off the official. And now here comes the Golden Griffins. Akulowicz can't keep the puck on his stick. It goes back out to center ice. Bowen will give it off to his D partner. This one gets by a few sticks. No icing here. Renzoni dips it for Kiever. This one gets over the stick of Cizelka, but no icing. Cizelka in. Sorry, that's Makarenko. Makarenko throwing bodies around, saying let the bodies hit the floor. Both defensemen for the Lakers battling behind the net. Renzoni caught up there with Tyler Hansen. Here's a shot. That one's stopped by DiFiore. The rebound is taken into the corner by Goodwin. Here's another shot, and that one's blocked in front. I don't know if DiFiore got anything on it, and we're going to get a penalty call coming up here.
I think it was cross-checking.
It's going to be Renzoni for cross-checking. So Canisius will go to the power play for the first time tonight. It is Lucas Renzoni for cross-checking. So this is the time where Canisius is thinking, let's get one up on the board here so we're within one. Into the corner goes. Crawford will throw it around. Near the State Farm sign. Here's Viney. He'll throw it back around. North on the receiving end. He'll throw it back around to Viney. It's like we're playing pinball tonight. Who's in control of where the puck was Brandon Lukomsky. This one goes all the way down the ice. Keys is there on Wicks. He knocks the puck away from Wicks, but he can't keep control of it. North will throw it back to Wicks, who goes behind his own net. Wicks evades Keys. Gets fired across the ice to North. He's got one goal tonight for the Golden Griffins. About a minute to go here on the Canisius power play. Wicks with a shot. That one's blocked by Dorito, and he'll take the puck and skate with Jeremy Keys. It's a 2-on-1 on shorthanded. He'll give it to Keys, and he roofs it, and it goes into the netting behind Schwartz. And we'll get a stop here. 50 seconds left on the Renzoni penalty.
If there's one thing I remember about Jeremy Keys, is that he has a knack for shorthanded goals.
Loves shorthanded goals. And we saw it earlier in the year when they played Men's Division II Clarkson. He got that hat trick goal, shorthanded on a breakaway. He's got some history with shorthanded goals.
Oh, it's another one there.
Beaver will throw this one back into the Canisius zone. Bowen will hand it off to DePedrina. He skates uphill. Beaver trying to get the puck and got knocked off of it, DePedrina's stick. 20 seconds to go here on the power play for Canisius. It's still in the corner. It's not moving. And it finally pokes free. Bowen hands it off. I think that's to Luke White. And that shot got blocked. And we'll get a offsides call here. Manzi with the big block.
I think 2 or 3 blocked shots, if not on this penalty kill, just in the last couple minutes. I mean, I know the Nolan Sullivan goal was a blocked shot that The block shot led to the breakaway goal, but you had the 2-on-1 right there that almost led to a goal off a block shot. You got a nice block shot there. I mean, that's sacrificing the body well.
So no recorded shots on the Canisius power play as the Lakers now become full strength. Bailey Dowse comes out onto the ice in replace of Renzoni. This one gets tipped in. Akulowicz shot it, and I think his brother tipped it in. So I think it's going to be Caleb who gets credit for the goal, and then Josh will get the primary assist. So it's going to be a Akulowicz from Akulowicz, and now it's 4-3 Lakers.
And that's also Caleb Akulowicz's first goal, so they kept the hell out of that puck.
It's one moment right there. So even though they didn't get it on the power play, they got it just after. So now it's 4-3 Lakers. Jubron receives the pass from Demich. He tries to find, I think that's I think that's Dorito. That shot gets hit off of, it looks like the stick of Schwartz, and it went down. No icing here. Jubron throws it over to Demich. They've switched sides. Here comes Jeremy Keys. He'll hand it off to Dorito. Dorito fires. That one is blocked right there by Schwartz. Into the corner. So it is Akulowicz from Akulowicz. It'll be Caleb from Josh. Keys near the far hash. Dancing. He's still got the puck. Behind the net. It goes back to Keys. Demich looks. Gives it to Keys. He'll shoot. That one's hit off of the pad of Schwartz. Sazelka trying to find Keys. He does. Keys still with control of the puck. Still with control of the puck. He's behind the net. He tries to find someone in front. It's gloved down. I think we'll get a stoppage of play here. Kobe DePedrina.
I think Lakers want a penalty shot.
Lakers do want a penalty shot. Kobe DePedrina covered the puck up in the crease with his glove, and now the referees are talking.
While the refs are talking, can we just talk about how cool of a moment it is for Caleb to get his first goal, who's a freshman, I believe, and it's assisted by your first collegiate goal is assisted by your older brother.
Of course, that is a great moment right there.
Then again, if you're Josh, do you say, what the heck, man, you took my goal,
yeah,
you deflected it.
Yeah. So the referees are discussing here by the referee entrance about if this should be a penalty shot or not. We have 3:45 remaining here in the second period. And I think the referees have made their decision. It's going to be a penalty shot.
Oh, boy.
So covering up the puck in the crease, we will get a penalty shot here. And Nolan Sullivan is going to take the shot. He's got one goal tonight. It was the most recent goal for the Lakers. As he's going to head in on Cameron. Is it Cameron? Christian Schwartz. Midnight is screwing me up. So Nolan Sullivan will take the shot here for the Lakers to try to give them a 5-3 lead and his second goal of the game. So as we get ready for the penalty shot here, referees.
They were trying to clear out. The Canisius players were still kind of sitting out there. They were trying to clear out the zone.
So this penalty shot is for Kobe DePedrina covering the puck up in the crease. Here comes Nolan Sullivan. In on Schwartz. He's stopped and I think he hit the post. So now one of the fans in a pink shirt, in a pink sweater, is barking at Christian Schwartz.
That's not a fan. That's Carter McWilliams.
Oh, that's Carter McWilliams. Oh, of course. He's injured. He's got that shoulder injury, as well as Ryan Salins, who's out. We haven't seen Ryan Salins in quite some time. And we're going to get a penalty coming up here to Canisius. DiFiore heading off the ice as this puck pinballs around the crease, and we will get an official penalty for interference here. So the Lakers will head back onto the power play for the third time tonight. So It looks like it's going to be Tyler Hansen for interference. Just joining us now, it is currently 1:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. The Lakers are up 4-3, and they're on the power play after, I almost said Chris Hansen, Tyler Hansen interference. So the Lakers back on the power play for the third time tonight. Canisius takes the puck out. It's Jagger North. He'll throw it in. As Jubron's stick went flying, so it is interference. Shots right now are 25-14 in favor of the Lakers. Here comes Jeremy Keys. He looks, trying to find someone. He finds Dorito near the far hash. Dorito gives it to Crawford. He'll give it back. Dorito finds Keys, and he can't finish the play there. This one hops over the stick of Bowen. Keys throws it back up to Dorito. He'll give it to Crawford. We got kind of an umbrella set up here. This one is stopped by Schwartz, and will go into the, I should say, the near hash. Crawford gets it from Jubron. He'll throw it over to Dorito. Crawford again. He'll look to shoot. This one goes over the glove of Schwartz. It stays in the zone. Jubron skating through a few Canisius Golden Griffins. Dorito hands it back off to Jubron. Dorito, again, he shoots, and that one's blocked in front, I believe. 40 seconds left to go here on the power play.
Couldn't tell if that hit the glove or if it hit a body.
I couldn't tell either. Jeremy Keys, he's been lethal this year. This one stopped. The rebound is sent up into the glass. Keys back off to Jubron. He'll hand it over to Crawford. Tries to get it. It goes in! Jeremy Keys, I think, got a tip on it. Jeremy Keys will get credit for the goal. Again, he's been lethal. His stick was in the right place at the right time. I believe it's going to be Keys from Crawford and Jubron. With 21 seconds to spare on the power play, it's now 5-3 Lakers with just under 2 minutes to go in the second. Off the face-off. It pokes out and is in the Lakers zone. Vandalin trying to get a shot on net, and it got blocked in front. Here comes Manzi trying to hold off Evan Haskins. Here's a shot. That one is blocked, not blocked, but stopped by Schwartz. This one gets thrown into the corner. So it's Keys from Crawford, as we have 1:20 left to go here in the second period, here on Midnight Mayhem. Here comes Manzi. He gets, I don't know if he fell over, if the stick of the defender caught him. Cross ice to Sullivan, and he just missed the net. 1 minute left to go here in the second. Back behind the net it goes. Sullivan couldn't get it because the official was in the way. Renzoni tried to go back down into the corner to Sullivan, as now it goes into the Lakers zone. Keever evading right there, Tyler Hansen. Black will throw it in. Clifford will give chase. This one was almost picked off by Makarenko. He almost caught it. Here come the Golden Griffins. Shot, and that one's sent just wide. Makarenko looks up at the time. He's got 10 seconds. He'll fire it on net, and that one gets stopped by Schwartz. And as time dies down here in the second period, the Lakers lead this one 5-3 heading into the third. Shots on goal are 29-14 in favor of the Lakers. I don't think that the Golden Griffins had a good quality shot on net for the past, I think, maybe 10 minutes, it felt like.
I'd say a little bit shorter of that, but yeah, I mean, they got 6 shots, so I mean they did well. One of them, obviously, the goal, or 2 of them the goal. Sorry, and it looks like Schwartz something with his hand.
Schwartz is
in some pain in his hand. It looks like his glove hand. I'm not sure what happened.
Looks like his hand is like violently shaking.
I don't know if it's something's broken or not broken necessarily, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I think, clearly anybody can say Oswego State wins that period purely based off the score, but I think Oswego State wins that period just being a little bit more physical. I mean, they were finally able to drive to the net a little bit more. They found some room. They're starting to figure out the defense.
Christian Schwartz, the goaltender, the sophomore from Williamsville, New York, is heading into the locker room now with that shaking hand. Something must have went wrong. We have no idea what, but we might have to see a goaltender change coming up for the Golden Griffins.
And he's got 15 minutes to figure it out. You know what I mean? So I mean, you'd like to think that you'd like to think that he's going to be okay. You never want to see a player go out, but I think they did get the mentor EMT to check things out.
As we have chuck a puck happening right now. Pucks are flying. The goal is that center ice dot. We're going to see if anyone gets close enough to that. I remember
that one bounced too far.
I won chuck a puck a few times at Union College.
Well, that one's got a chance. Oh,
that one's
going to be close.
Look at that one right there.
Oh, too much.
I think we know which one is the winner right there.
I don't know.
This one's come flying in.
I was going to say it was that further one.
Looks like 21.
You can see that from here?
They said it. I think they said it.
No, he said 3-2-1.
3-2-1. Oh.
I was impressed you could see the number from up here.
I thought he said 21, so. So as Chuck a Puck wraps up here, we will cut to break here at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. We'll see you here for the second intermission report coming up just shortly. Welcome back once again to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. Lakers currently lead this one 5-3 on Midnight Mayhem. Shots are 29-14 in favor of the Lakers as we reach under 10 minutes left to go in the intermission. The Lakers and the Griffins came out both knowing each other, and the Lakers apparently knew a lot more as Coach Hyde was talking to the team and said, we know these guys, and we're not going to lose to this team because it would, first of all, look bad on the team because Canisius has not been playing well against Oswego like in the past years, as you mentioned before, and the Lakers came out and scored 4 goals in the second period.
It was a good rebound after letting in that quick goal, too.
Yeah.
I mean, was it 3 unanswered? One of them, not on the power play, but, you had the power play chance. You score a couple minutes after. You get some momentum. I mean, with the exception, really the first goal was a little bit rough. Obviously, the other goal, the Akulix goal, is a tip. So, I mean, I think Oswego State, I would like to think Oswego State's in the driver's seat right now.
So, the Lakers, obviously, those few goals that came on clutch power plays and some rough stuff as we saw before, but a lot of competitive action as we see here. The Lions have been shaken up for the Canisius Golden Griffins as we saw after the second period. Christian Schwartz was looking at his glove hand and it was shaking very violently, so we might see a goaltender change come the third period. But other than that, it was a high-scoring second period and stuff we like to see up here. And the fans here at the Deb love to see that as we got a little packed night here for a midnight game as the time is currently 1:33 in the morning.
I mean, for either team, Oswego State specifically, with them leading 5-3, it's exactly what you want as a team who's been a little bit of a skid, right? I mean, I think either team needed this game given the skid. I believe both are on 4-game skids, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not wrong.
And this is exactly what either team needed. And Oswego State right now is the one answering the call to potentially turn things around. I mean, obviously, it's not like the schedule gets any easier when you go from a team like Canisius, and then you move right on, and I believe you go right into. Actually, you have. Let me find it again. There we go. I mean, you go right into a couple more league games against Syracuse, who just beat you in a shootout, and you're on the road both games. So, in knowing Oswego, they're not staying in Syracuse. They're going back and forth both nights because it's, a 45-minute drive?
Yeah.
So right now, this is a chance to get your bearings. You had a chance against Syracuse when you scored 4 unanswered to ultimately lose in a shootout and at least get a couple points in terms of the league standing. But right now, this is how you get your footing to go into a road weekend against Syracuse and say, hey, we need to buck up for league games.
Once again, the next home game here for the Lakers is against RIT on November 22nd. That is at 8 p.m., so join us then. But their next series, as Ben mentioned, it is at Syracuse next weekend, November 14th and 15th at Syracuse. So a little rough of a schedule coming up, but the Lakers, they're looking to not back down here as they take on their former NECHL rival foe. And could you argue maybe still foe or still rival?
Oh, definitely still a rival. I mean, they've played how many games against each other since 2013? The only thing now you're missing is just league points.
Yeah.
You're still a rival. They're still, even though they're not playing in a league setting, they're still opting to schedule each other. So I think no matter what, it's going to be a rivalry given how often, including an NECHL championship game in 2024, you're gonna consider them a rival no matter what.
As the Zamboni heads off the ice here, we'll cut to break as the Lakers look to extend their lead and try to finish this game off here against Canisius. We will see you at the start of the third period. Deborah F. Stanley Arena, we have a goalie change for the Canisius Golden Griffins. Xavier LaPierre will come in after Christian Schwartz had a problem with his hand. We do not know what the cause of it is, but LaPierre is coming into the game for the third period. So he's number 2 for the Lakers. Not for the Lakers, oh my goodness. For the Golden Griffins. Let me get this out here real quick. As I mentioned before, I wrote him down for one of the key players for Canisius. He played in 6 games, so this will be his 7th game played. 2 wins and 2 losses with a 2.99 goals against average. This will be his 7th game played due to the Christian Schwartz injury. We believe that his injury was because something went wrong in his hand. It might be broken. But other than that, it looks like LaPierre is going to be coming in. The Golden Griffins are ready, the Lakers are ready, and the referees have dropped the puck here in the third period of Midnight Mayhem. Into the corner it goes. Crawford will throw it around. This one, I don't know what just happened there. Did it hit off of DiFiore's pad?
It looked like too hard of a bounce to hit off it.
Sullivan can't keep control of the puck. Crawford, take it behind. Back into the corner, I mean. Cross ice. Sullivan can't keep control of it, but we're going to get a delayed offsides here.
He tried really hard to keep his foot back.
North will throw it in as he takes a hit from Sullivan. He'll head to the bench. Here comes John Manzi. Manzi in. Hits off the back of the net.
I think that got his shoulder, actually.
No, it hit off the back of the net. Okulowicz will drop it to Bandolin. His shot hits off of Dorito's stick and will go up into the netting.
I'm sure you've mentioned it, but, you know, you hate coming in cold as the goaltender, especially when you're always ready, right? But when you come in after an injury, you got to think that plays into the mental mindset of things just a little bit.
Yeah. Face off to DiFiore's right. Okulowicz trying to throw it in, and it gets blocked by Dorito and will get out to the Canisius zone. Here comes Okulowicz. Josh Okulowicz into the corner. DiFiore got knocked off of his stick, it looked like. Here's a quick shot, and that one is stopped by DiFiore right there on London Goodwin. He's got 1 goal tonight. Bandolin. That was a shot from the corner there. It looked like it was from Goodwin, and it got stopped by DiFiore. He takes his helmet off as we'll get a stop here.
Another Canisius player looked like he was slightly shaken out. I think it's a Kulowicz. He was sprawled out on the ice a little bit and skated over a little bit lightly. And if you're Canisius, you already kind of have a smaller roster. You don't really have more players to lose.
Especially with the amount of defensemen they have, and he's one of the big defensemen that they have. As this one gets fired up by Renzoni, no icing here. One gets sent back out to center. Renzoni. I believe that was Clifford he gave it to. He gets it back from the blue line into the corner. Behind the net it goes. Trying to keep it in is Doust. He does. He actually has control of the puck. Here's Clifford trying to find Doust, and there's a good save right there by LaPierre. As we have some extracurricular activity, and
they're both going.
Both guys are going.
I saw the back of LaPierre's skate, and I thought that was a puck going in, but great save from him nonetheless. And now it's 4-on-4.
So Kobe DePadrina and Bailey Doust. Looks like it's slashing and cross-checking. Is it respectively?
Respectively.
Respectively. So we'll play 4-on-4 hockey. LaPierre stopped 4 of the shots he's seen. Sorry, 3 of the shots he's seen. as we wait for the penalty times to get put up onto the board. So there they are. We'll play 4-on-4 hockey here at Midnight Mayhem. Keys trying to dance around Josh Akulowicz as he's back out onto the ice after he was slow to get up.
I mean, maybe it's because you're trying to control a game that maybe was a little bit physical. I thought that was kind of light for 4-on-4 for matching minors.
Yeah.
Maybe, you're trying to control a game, especially late, knowing these teams, but...
Face-off won by Dorito. Crawford hands it off to Jubron. Back to Crawford. This one goes wide.
I think he's looking for maybe a deflection there.
Keys drops it to Crawford. Crawford trying to find Dorito in front. Keys in the corner battling with Josh Akulowicz. Dorito trying to get it to Keys. It pokes free. Keys has got it. He shoots, and that one, he kind of roofed it a little bit. Here come the Golden Griffins. It's Wicks. He Montreal's. Trying to get it over to Bowen. He shoots. Trying to get a deflection there was Jagger as it goes into the corner. Jagger North. Here come the Lakers. It's Nolan Sullivan. He'll hand it off to Jubron. Jubron picks the puck away from Bowen, and he was trying to find, I believe that was John Manzi. 45 seconds left on the 4-on-4. This puck goes into the crease, and it goes out of the crease quick.
Canisius almost threw it in their own net right there.
Looked like it. Trying to find Sullivan in front there was Manzi. He'll give it up to Jubron. He'll fire it back in. It goes to the high slot, or into the slot. Wicks turns back, finds Viney. He'll give it back to Wicks. He'll give it up to White. White streaking through center ice, trying to get it around Jubron. Both of the nines collide. As we are about to have both penalties expire, and here they go. Behind his own net, there's Jubron. Sorry, it's Sarver. Renzoni can't keep the puck on his stick. Sarver will have to go retreat DiFiore out to play it. And this one goes up and out of play off of a tip.
I don't think it was a tip at all. I think DiFiore...
Referee signaled a tip.
Oh, no, tip off the glass.
Oh, tip off the glass.
Yeah, deflection, so there was no delay game penalty after DiFiore shoved it out.
Shots on goal, 35 for the Lakers and 20 for Canisius. It's still 5-3 with 15:22 left in the third. Into the corner. Trying to get it out of the zone. It's picked up right there by Lukumski. Lukumski behind the net. North. Behind the net. It's stuck on the mesh. Dorito will throw it up, trying to get it to Keys. It's a little bit far for him. As this one takes a weird couple bounces, it kicks off Dorito's stick. Akulowicz gives it to Bowen. Bowen takes a shot. That one's hit off the blocker of DiFiore. Dorito drops it to Demich. He'll give it to Jubron. Jubron trying to get around Bowen. He's still fighting for the puck. Playing a very big offensive defenseman role here in this offense.
He's got very silky moves for a defenseman.
DiFiore will cover up here after Bandolin threw the puck onto goal. 11 left here in the third.
Canisius has been holding on for good possession right now. It's not necessarily clean zone time, but just keeping Oswego State out of their offensive zone.
This puck is fired near the WTOP advertisement. Douse takes a hit, loses his stick. Here comes Carson Crawford. His shot gloving it down was LaPierre, but he couldn't fully control it. Near the far hash, Makarenko will throw it behind to Doust. Gives it back to Makarenko. It flies off his stick. Now here comes Coogan. Big hit right there by Makarenko on Coogan.
Gotta be careful there. Could have almost been called an elbowing there with how high he got.
Sarver gives it off to Clifford. He'll skate into the zone, trying to give it to Makarenko. Jubron will throw it in. It hits off Tyler Hansen, almost a Tyler Warren. Not the Colts tight end. I don't think he's in the building tonight.
Never know.
Akula was trying to get this pass over to London Goodwin, but it was a little bit far from the stick. Jubron wanting a penalty there after his stick got knocked out of his hand. As this puck is covered up by DiFiore, as the follow through right there from Hansen looked like it clipped I keep saying Tyler, James Clifford up in the face mask.
I mean, Canisius is, I don't want to say rolling, but they're just holding, if that makes more sense.
Yeah.
They're preventing this from getting more out of hand than it could be. And, I mean, it's a 2-goal deficit and potentially a timeout.
We got a timeout call here. It looks like it's by the Lakers.
And which makes sense just to maybe say, all right, we had it figured out for the second 20-minute period, or the second 20 minutes. Where's that team that came out firing? That's what they need right now.
Shots are 36-25 in favor of the Lakers, 5-3 with 12:53 remaining in the third. Of course, the Lakers, they're down Ryan Salins and they're down Carter McWilliams. And the Canisius Golden Griffins, after the second period, they recently lost Christian Schwartz, their starting goaltender. So LaPierre, the junior from Cap Santé, Quebec, is in net. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that town right. French Canada.
I'd say Cap Santé, yeah.
Cap Santé.
Came in with a .933 save percentage with a few more saves than Schwartz on the year. I believe he had played a touch more, had 6 games played and a couple wins under his belt.
6 games played, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a 2.99 goals against average. Here come the Lakers. Manzi driving past Akulowicz. Here's a shot. That one's stopped by LaPierre. This one kicks into the corner. Kicking it is Sullivan to keep it in the zone. Akulowicz hands it off to his D partner. This one's fired across. Demich tried to kick it to stop it. Jubron skating up the ice. Skating very quickly through the ice, I think he skated through all 5 of the Golden Griffins.
He's not a defense. You can't call him a defenseman with speed and moves like that. I mean, yes, I understand defensemen are getting, more offensively minded in some areas, but that's impressive.
Call him Paul Coffey in the 1980s. Paul Coffey was a great defenseman. Edmonton Oilers, Pittsburgh Penguins. Puck is sent off the glass and it goes to Ben Keever. Trying to make a connection there to JP Scaringi, but nothing. As icing called here. 11:37 to go in the regulation period.
Scaringi's, little knob there at the end of the stick, I believe that's considered a lethal weapon in 27 states.
It might.
Clearly, New York is not one of them.
Yeah. The knob of his stick is one of the many superstitions. It's one of many superstitions on the Lakers. Shot by Collins was stopped by DiFiore as this puck cascades out to center. Bowen looks. He finds Caleb Akulowicz. He'll give it back to Collins. Collins banking the pass, and here come the Lakers. Here's a shot by Cardi, and that one stopped. And now we got Collins grabbing the head of Cardi.
It's a great move by Cardi to maintain possession and eventually get a shot off. That's exactly what you expect in this type of game as he kind of crashes into the net, getting pulled off by Collins. But all in all, I thought I liked that little play there by Cardi.
One of the Golden Griffins coaches is livid on the bench and was barking at the referee.
I'm not sure what he wanted.
And he's still going to the referee. Corner, it's Scaringi. He'll send this one up to Renzoni. He can't keep it in the zone. Renzoni will hand it off to his D partner, Kiever. He'll just fire it on in. This one pinballs around and is covered up by LaPierre.
With 10 minutes left, you got to start being careful, especially if you're Oswego. One, not to get drawn into anything, or two, do anything to make Canisius already more frustrated than they are, to, again, get pulled into anything that might affect you later on.
We hope you haven't turned off the stream yet, as we still have 10 more minutes of hockey here at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. Cizelka keeps this puck in. That top line is out there for the Lakers. It's Dorito, Keys, and Cizelka. Okulowicz surveys. He'll give it off, trying to get it to Depedrina. He'll just loft this one out, trying to get it to London Goodwin. DiFiore will throw it to Crawford. And now Jeremy Keys. He walks, he looks. And this one goes into the glove of LaPierre. We'll get a stop.
Nice little pop fly catch there from LaPierre to slow things down again. And you're starting to see that it shift a little bit, where what we were saying earlier, that Canisius was holding on. Now it's Oswego State holding on and really maintaining that offensive possession.
Face off to LaPierre's right. Top line still out there for the Lakers. As here comes the Golden Griffins. It's Wicks all alone. He'll chip it on in down behind the net. Cizelka's there to grab it. He stops. And it goes deep into the corner. Demich fires it across. Keys will give it to Dorito. He gets taken down. This one's sent back into the Lakers zone. Jubron. Surveys a little bit. He finds Dorito in the middle of the ice. He'll try to fire, and knocks Collins' stick out of his hand. Leave his stick. Near the State Farm advertisement. It stayed into the zone, but then didn't stay in for quite longer. Demich trying to get it to Worst. Knocks, I believe that was Evan Haskins off the puck. There's a shot that got sent just a little bit wide. Renzoni. Cardi keeps the puck in. This one's fired back into the corner. Scaringi there on Collins. Bandolin trying to get it over right there to Coogan as he trips and almost takes down DiFiore. We'll get a stop.
Nice little athleticism from DiFiore there to not get taken out by the sliding body.
8:30 left to go here in this Midnight Mayhem game. A high-scoring second period made it 5-3. This one is sent back into the Lakers zone, no icing. Kiever will throw it across the ice, trying to get it to Makarenko. Bowen gets there, loses the puck, and Makarenko backhand try. Renzoni will throw the puck back in to the near corner. Makarenko in the corner, along with Doust. Back out of center ice it goes. Makarenko there. He loses control of the puck. Renzoni can't keep control of it either. Will take it behind his own net. He'll drop it back. It gets intercepted right there by London Goodwin, and there's a quick shot by Bowen, and that is stopped by DiFiore. We'll get a stop.
That took a little bit of a weird flight path on that one-timer that popped out from Canisius, but one thing I would like to point out, just good on LaPierre for coming in. I mean, maybe, 5 or 6 saves at this point, but coming in cold in the third period, and not an ideal situation. And he's looked decent through the first, almost 3/4 of the period to keep it where it is and give his team a shot.
Here come the Lakers. Back out to center. Black drops it back, trying to get it back to himself. Sullivan takes down, I believe that is Josh Akulowicz. This puck is lofted into the air. It's grabbed by Black. He'll put it down. Here comes Nolan Sullivan. He skates, and we're going to get an offsides call here with 7:03 to go.
I said it a little bit before, but if I'm Oswego State, I'm playing the game of, yes, still being aggressive, but not getting drawn into anything.
I don't believe there have been any penalties called here in the third period.
Yeah, the matching minors.
Oh, the matching minors.
So no power plays for either team.
Yeah. So there haven't been any man advantages this period. A lot of stuff happened in the second period, and I think that covers it. Dorito takes down Caleb Akulowicz. You could maybe call that one.
I don't even know really what happened. It looked like he lost his own footing after getting lightly tapped. He kind of flew kind of hard for it not to be malicious. Is that the word I want?
I don't think malicious is the word.
Penalty-esque, maybe?
Yeah. Cross behind his own net. He waits. He'll give it off to Sarver. This one pinballs and hits the Canisius penalty box glass.
I think it popped out, actually. Yeah, it popped out.
Yeah, it popped out and just behind the scorer's box. 6:22 left in regulation. I think we're all tired here.
That's my bedtime, Tyler. I don't know about you.
Yeah, a little bit. Time is currently 2:03 a.m. We're at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. Sazelka sends this shot wide. Dorito trying to look cross ice to Demich. Back out to center, the puck goes. Jubron, again with his silky moves. Dorito will fire this one in. Demich trying to get it cross ice, but it got hit by Manzi. Now he takes it behind his own net with 5:30 to go here in regulation. Now it's Jubron behind his own net. He'll hand it off to Demich. He fires it cross ice. I believe that's Gavin Black. Black dropping it for Sullivan. He can't keep control of it. Padrina will fire into center. It's gloved down by Manzi. Bandolin was the intended target. Into the corner. Blocked there by Crawford. Lofted up into center ice. Manzi takes control of it. He'll just fire it near the goal.
I'm not really seeing any sort of urgency out of Canisius. Yes, it's 2 a.m, but you need the win. It's just, it seems like they're playing as if they're the ones that have the 2-goal lead right now.
This one is sent all the way down the other end of the ice by LaPierre.
I thought that would have been icing.
Jubron Trying to find Makarenko. He couldn't connect to it, to his stick. Wicks drops it to Lukumski with a shot. That one's tipped off of a stick.
Ron had some nice action there to deflect that one.
Okulowicz finds Wicks and a shot. That one's gloved down by DiFiore. We'll get a stop here with under 4 minutes to go.
It's really the first time we've seen Canisius with relatively extended zone time, I think. And they don't seem to have that urgency in them right now to get one and maybe pull your goalie with a minute and a half left. You never want to. I mean, they might, but you don't want to pull your goalie down 2 and then it's a 3-goal deficit.
Here's Dorito with a shot. That one's stopped by LaPierre. In the corner now. It's dropped off to Bowen. Bowen waits. He tries to find Lukumski. He corrals the puck and he'll fire it in at the red line. DiFiore sending it back the way it came from. Here's Jeremy Keys. Keys tries to find Dorito. He'll get a shot off, and that one's stopped by LaPierre, and he'll cover up for a whistle.
Nice little pass and move there, and again, it feels. Is it just me, or does it feel like things have kind of slowed down a little bit?
A little bit.
Again, it's 2:07 in the morning. I get it, but it just feels like things have slowed down a little bit.
Zoni can't keep the puck in the zone, and he gets taken down as he takes himself down, as there's a good scoring opportunity there for the Golden Griffins. London Goodwin trying to get the connection with Tyler Hansen as this puck travels back into the Canisius zone. It hits off of, I think it was Nolan Sullivan's skate.
I think it hit about 3 skates before it finally popped out.
Goodwin goes down near the Oswego bench. Gives it up. I believe that's Gavin Black in the corner. Looks kind of sloppy as we reach nearly 2:10 in the morning. Players are getting tired. We're getting tired up here. I'm definitely tired. To develop something here, Wicks gets a shot off as the Golden Griffins have pulled their goaltender. So 2 minutes left to go. Griffins have pulled their goaltender. It's 6-on-5. Keys with control of it. This one's picked off by North, and there's a goal. A quick shot. A giveaway right there by Luke White, as now we're getting penalties called.
I didn't even see what happened.
Adam Jubron is going off the ice, as both nines are going off the ice. So Luke White scored the goal, and now he's going to get a penalty, as now he's barking at, and he just got kicked out of the game. Luke White scores a goal, gets a penalty after barking at Adam Jubron, and now he's getting kicked out of the game. That is one way to end your night.
Score and leave.
Yep.
You can't even call that the Irish goodbye because he did something. So
yeah.
Goodbye.
Ever seen that one clip of the guy who scored in the shootout and then immediately left the ice? I feel like that's kind of what he did, except he got a penalty and a misconduct. So someone's going to have to serve the minor. It's going to be Collins who's going to serve it.
So it's still going to be 5-on-4, it looks like.
Timeout, Canisius.
Timeout.
So 1:42 left to go here in regulation. Canisius has put themselves within 1. Jubron, I don't know what the penalty is for Jubron. So it's Jubron for... Jubron for slashing. And it is white for unsportsmanlike conduct and also the game misconduct.
So is that, I would assume that just means 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
Well, he got teed up. He got the...
Well, yeah, but what was the 2-minute minor?
The 2-minute minor was for unsportsmanlike conduct.
So both are unsportsmanlike conducts. Usually, but the unsportsmanlike conduct shouldn't also be the 2-minute minor. Maybe I'm wrong. Not that it matters. Like a penalty is a penalty.
When the Lakers played Syracuse, someone got a minor penalty, and then he got a 10-minute misconduct right after for barking at the official. So looks like it'll be 4-on-4. Looks like it'll be 5-on-4. No, it's going to be 4-on-4.
4-on-3?
4-on-3? Nope, it's going to be 4-on-4. So we'll play 4-on-4 hockey for the remainder of the game.
Well, if it's an unsportsmanlike, it's not a 5. That's just a 10. And
it's just a 10. Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, so it's just a 10-minute misconduct. So he's just gone to the locker room because there's no point in him staying. So Golden Griffins are going to make their decision here. They're going to pull the goalie, so it's 5-on-4. And Dorito kicks this puck away, but there's going to be a penalty coming up here. What is going on here? Puck is at center ice. So Dorito had a clear way to the goal, but
I don't know what the call was. I don't know if it's it seemed like there was going to be a penalty, but then it turned into calm down. But I don't know what happened at the end there. But either way, it's at center ice. Oh, they tried to get a late switch, but couldn't get it.
Jagger North is going to get kicked back off the ice. Referee's having none of it here.
To me, if you're going to be like that as a referee, and this isn't going on I guess it's going on a rant. Where was this at the beginning? Granted, it wasn't really happening at the beginning, but where was that tone at the beginning? To me.
So again, the Golden Griffins are going to have to make their decision to make this 5-on-4. But Jeremy Keys takes the puck in the zone, and he tries to get a shot off, but LaPierre will stop that. Dorito will handle the puck. He'll drop it off to his D-man, Crawford. He'll give it off to Kiever. He gives it back to Dorito. 36 seconds left in regulation. The Lakers are just trying to hold the puck as long as they can and not let LaPierre get to the bench. Keys trying to find Dorito.
So far, it's working.
It is. As now the Golden Griffins finally get the puck with 20 seconds left.
There goes LaPierre.
Here comes LaPierre to the bench. There's one more shot here for the Golden Griffins. It's 5-on-4. As that's going to be an icing call. As
4.6.
London Goodwin was rushing to the puck to try to get a quick stop. As 4.6 seconds left in the game. As we're going to see if Canisius can pull off a miracle. Here we go. And it doesn't look like they're going to. So the Lakers take away a win here on Midnight Mayhem, as they're going to go back probably to their dorm rooms or their home locations and go to bed. Because this was a long night. It was a long game. A high score.
By the way, that's a great way to end it. On a tie up the face-off, don't get a clean shot off. That's how you end it after letting up a goal to make it a one-goal game and potentially have a game-tying goal in the last 5 seconds. But overall, I think that's a good win. Solid win. Not your best game, not your worst game. You got to win.
Got to give credit to Canisius goaltender Xavier LaPierre, who came into the game, didn't give up any goals to this relentless Lakers offense. Eventually, it worked out sort of in their favor as they ended up getting that late goal with, what was it, around a minute left to go? Somewhere around the time frame of there.
Minute 42 left.
A minute 42, so just under 2 minutes left. And they had a good shot at it, and then Luke White got into a little altercation with Adam Jubran, and he was given the door. So the Lakers will take this one away as it's time to go to bed. We can finally rest. So from the Deb, the Lakers say good night. And I think everyone wants to go to bed here. It has been a long day. It's a Friday. Well, technically a Saturday. It's a Saturday now. Go to bed and do what you got to do when you wake up. So that's going to be it here from the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. Okay. But
I mean, you got to think next weekend, you go to Syracuse again. You know, I think now is a good time to say, all right, we got a win under us. Let's go to Syracuse and do the same thing with league implications.
So it was Jeremy Keys who ended up getting the game-winning goal on the power play with around 2 minutes left to go in the second period. As we get the 3 stars of the game tonight. John Manzi, he gets the 3rd star.
Your 2nd star of the game, number 9,
Adam Jubran, 2nd star of the game. He was relentless tonight, both on offense and defense.
And your 1st star of the game, number 7,
And Nolan Sullivan, 1st star of the game. And what a good game to, I guess, start your morning off. Or if you're going to bed, go to bed. But that's going to be it here from the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. The Lakers' next games are next weekend at Syracuse, and then they come back here the following weekend to play against RIT back here at the Deb. So until then, we'll see you guys then from the broadcast booth.